In this video, we're going to take a look at the 2024 household budget question, and household budget came up as question 18 this year. So, Mary Fahy has recently completed her Leaving Certificate and has accepted a place studying business at 3rd level. She has €500 in opening cash on the 1st of October. She has provided the following information. Mary plans to spend €200 a month on groceries and food. Bills for electricity will amount to €30 in October, €50 in November and €55 in December. Mary's mobile phone contract costs €45 per month. Mary plans to spend €80 a month on entertainment. She will spend an additional €70 in December. Using the information provided, complete Mary's budget. Mary's total income and fixed expenditure has been completed for you. So you can see here, this is Mary's budget, and you can see here's all of our planned income and here's all of our planned expenditure, broken down into fixed expenditure, irregular expenditure and discretionary expenditure. So fixed expenditure, stays the same. It doesn't matter what the output is, so rent would always stay the same there. Irregular expenditure, this is the type of expenditure that changes from month to month. So some months we might use the electricity more than others, for example. And discretionary expenditure, that's kind of like the fun expenditure. That's the money that you have left after you've paid all of your fixed and irregular expenditure, so all of your bills. So it's kind of like the fun money that you have to spend on your wants rather than your needs. So we'll just get started straight away. Okay, so you can see here that she had 500 in opening cash on the 1st of October. So I'm going to put the 500 there in October, and I'm also going to put it in the total, because the total column is the total from October through to December. So the start of that period was October. October's was 500, so therefore I'm putting 500 in there. Now, Mary plans to spend €200 a month on groceries and food. So €200 is going to go into all of those months there, and the total of that, €200 multiplied by 3, is €600. Bills for electricity will amount to €30 in October, €50 in November and €55 in December. We top that all up and we get 135. Mary's mobile phone contract costs €45 per month. So you're going to have 45, 45, 45, and then altogether that is 135. So we have to subtotal this up. Okay, so we're just going to subtotal the irregular expenditure. You'll see up above for the fixed expenditure, they have subtotaled that up there as well. So it's just like a total at the end of each of the different types of expenditure. So October's irregular expenditure, 275. November's irregular expenditure, 295. December's irregular expenditure, 300. And then we add all that together and we get €870. Now, next point then, Mary plans to spend €80 a month on entertainment. She will spend an additional €70 in December. So we're going to have 80, 80, and then 80 plus 70 is 150, which we'll put in December. We add all of them up and we get €310. And then again, we're going to subtotal these. So we'll have 80, 80, 150, and then 310. So that was nice and easy. Now, what we're asked to do now is get the total expenditure. So we want to look at all of the subtotals of the 3 different types of expenditure. So in October, we're going to have 650 plus 275 plus 80. That gives us €1,005. In November, we're going to have 650 plus 295 plus 80. That gives us 1025. And then in December, we're going to have 650 and 300 and 150, which gives us 1100. We add all them together and we get 3130. Now, net cash is next. So my net cash is A minus B. So you can see here A is my total income, and then B is my total expenditure. So in October, 1020 minus 1005 gives me 15. In November, 1020 minus 1025 gives me minus 5. In December, 1120 minus 1100 gives me 20. And then the total, 3160 minus 3130 gives me 30. Now, what I'm doing now is I am going to just concentrate on this part of the question. Okay, so just this part of the question, that's all we have to do now. So everything else we can forget about right now. So our net cash in October was 15, but our opening cash was 500. That gives me a closing cash of 515. So if you imagine the last day in October, Mary goes to bed and she has €515. She wakes up on the 1st of November with that same 515. Now she had -5 as her net cash, but her opening cash was 515, so therefore her closing cash is 510. So last evening in November, goes to bed, she has 510 cash. That means 1st of December when she wakes up, she's got 510. We have a net cash there of €20. Add that to our opening cash of 510. That gives us €530 there. And then you can see in the total column, we've got 30 net cash, opening cash is 500, and that there gives us 530 as well. So these two should equal, because our closing cash in December should also be the closing cash for the whole period of October through to December. So 530 and 530. And that is Mary's household budget complete.